World Health Organization is predicting a pandemic. If we don't attend to this now, the generation that is there now and the coming generation will suffer immensely. If two people around you are depressed, slowly you will also sink into that. That if you are willing, you can rewire your brain completely today. Just sitting here, you can be in such states of ecstasy. In 7 steps, transform your life with Sadhguru. Being involved in the simple process of life, most people have lost the fundamental spirit of life. Process has overtaken the spirit. How you were as a child. I'm not holding your childhood as an ideal. I'm saying that is the square one of life. If any progress had happened, by now you should be dripping ecstasy. But that didn't happen because the simple processes of life and in turn the reflection of that in your mind, which became psychological processes, have occupied more space within you. If we don't learn to do things playfully, we will carry life as a great burden upon our heads, especially spiritual process. If you don't learn to do it playfully, then you will see people who claim to be spiritual, they look like goats. In the name of spirituality, people have made themselves half-dead people. Spiritual people should be doubly alive, but they're half alive and they claim they're spiritual. So this is very important, especially if you think you're doing something significant. Doing it playfully is very important, otherwise the very burden of carrying something so serious makes you dead serious and you're in the wrong order of life. So today particularly is very important because the world is facing certain situations. There are many aspects to this. One important aspect is the mental health on the planet, the human mental health on the planet is in serious question. When I say in serious question, mental ill health is no more something that happens to somebody far away, somebody goes crazy. No, we are coming to a time and age where just about anybody can lose their mental balance. It is expected that in the next 15 to 20 years, there may be hardly any family left without at least one mentally ill person. If you look at the statistics in United States and Western Europe, you must understand, don't think only Americans go crazy. They're always first on the list, America first. Everybody else will follow. India is not far behind. 20% of the adults in United States suffer from some kind of diagnosed mental illness. So many others have not been diagnosed, even doctors cannot treat them, so they don't go to doctors, they're just… their families and friends will have to bear with their madness. 55%, that is 28 million people with mental illness and no treatment. This is the reality of the world. Every 20 seconds, somebody commits suicide on this planet. Every 40 minutes, a child below 15 years of age commits suicide in India. When children want to kill themselves, we must understand we are doing something fundamentally wrong. When children, who should be bursting with life, they're embodiment of exuberance, but when they want to take their own life, that means we are doing something fundamentally wrong. There are various aspects to this, the type of education that we do, our social situations, and the kind of food we are eating, the kind of atmosphere we're living in, everything adding up. Physical illnesses will come in a big way later, but the first thing that fails is the software. Hardware will also fail after some time. That is also bound to happen, but before that, we hope we'll turn around. But right now, mental illnesses are going through the roof Over 147 million people on the planet are mentally ill. That's not a small number, but that number is increasing by the day. 8.5 trillion cigarettes are rolled per year. That is, on an average, 14 billion cigarettes are consumed per day. We are only 8 billion people. So smoking a cigarette, consuming alcohol or consumption of other kinds of drugs, this is not a moral issue, this is an existential issue. What is it doing to your physiological fabric and your mental fabric? That is the issue. The question is not about whether it's right or wrong. A science magazine conducted certain experiments in United States that the choice was, for 15 minutes, you either sit quietly or you opt for an electric shock. Can you believe this? Over 2/3 of the men preferred an electric shock. 1/4 of the women preferred an electric shock. It's better to have an electric shock than sit quietly. So, this is very important at a time like this, when human beings are on such levels of agitation, such levels of irritation, such levels of fragile mental fabric. Inner engineering acquires a serious significance. Inner engineering is not about changing your attitudes, not about changing your ethic, not about learning a few tricks. This is about changing your very chemistry, making your very chemistry into your blissful chemistry. This is what it is about. This needs to happen to the world. So, as a part of this, I'm requesting all of you, wherever you are, online, and those of you who are here, you must see this happens. Please, let me die with little better percentage. So, this is very important that human beings do something about themselves, daily investing 21 minutes upon their own well-being. Can't we inspire human beings to do something for their own well-being? They don't have to do anything for anybody, for themselves. Hello? So, take it upon yourself, because if you want to live in a wonderful world, if you want to live in at least a sane world, it's important everybody around you is sane. I always knew that we have to go technology even before the technologies were where they are today, or even much more rudimentary way in 2006, 2007. Even well before that, I spoke to a few people that we have to deliver this on large platforms. Otherwise, we will not make any significant change. It doesn't matter, I can scream myself forever, but it's not going to happen. It took a lot of convincing to our own people to make them understand that it could be delivered online. Everybody thought this is not possible. But today, the online inner engineering is going wonderfully well. You should probably already know this. Being the 40th year or 40 years, we are delivering a much more upgraded inner engineering, adding various aspects to enhance experience. From today on, it'll be launched. What used to be 2 programs, 7 days of inner engineering preparatory and 2 days of completion, now is merged into 1 program, and that means the cost for people will come down by nearly 60%. We want this to happen, so we merge 2 programs into 1. You just enroll for Shambhavi and inner engineering preparation comes free of cost. That's how it is. And one has to enroll for a certain day. That is probably every week of the year, there is an initiation process or Shambhavi initiation, and you can enroll for that, and before that, within 15-20 days, you must go through the 7-day event. And I would urge all of you who have been through the programs before should go through this, because it's much more enhanced. There are various other aspects added to this, and little more entertainment also for you, so that people are more engaged. World Health Organization is predicting a pandemic, mental illness pandemic. That means just about everybody around you will be like that. Recently, the Surgeon General of United States said, 1 in 2 Americans are feeling lonely. 1 in 2. What's happening to the other guy? Loneliness is the incubation period for depression. Once you feel lonely for a certain period of time, then you will go down. You need to understand, I've been talking about this for 40 years now, that if you are willing, you can rewire your brain completely today. In 24 hours' time, you can alter your epigenetic system in such a way that no matter who your father and mother were, no matter what your genetic quality is, you can be a completely different person tomorrow morning. But for you to take charge, a little support by changing the patterns of your energy, by changing the patterns of your chemistry, by changing the patterns of your psychological process, only then you have this freedom to change this. In the last 5 years, we have established a center called Sadhguru Center for Conscious Planet in Harvard Medical School in Beth Israel Hospital. They have done phenomenal amount of work, and till now what they found is, there is 70% increase in endocannabinoids and also the BDNF or the brain-derived neurotropic factors. This 70% increase in endocannabinoids is 23% more than what happens in a sexual orgasm or intense exercise. Just sitting here, you can be in such states of ecstasy and blissfulness that you don't have to run after this or that to find that. You don't have to run after bottles of alcohol or pills or men or women. Sitting here, you can be blissful. Once you're blissful by your own nature, your life is in your hands. You can decide what to do, what not to do, without being compulsively doing something. This is a significant shift that every human being needs. Right now, almost everything that they do is in a compulsive basis. Either the body is driving them, or thoughts are driving them, emotions are driving them, or social situations are driving them. It's very important, all of us drive this life where we want. We shouldn't be driven by something. You are a human being only when we drive these things the way we want. Otherwise, there is no being. So, this inner engineering now has taken on a new turn, offered in a new way. From now on, it'll be in 7 steps, transform your life with Sadhguru. This is the program, inner engineering. Please make use of it and see that it reaches the world. Each one of you, those of you who are here and those of you who are online, wherever you are, I won't ask you for a number. Within yourself you commit. I will make sure. Today is September 23rd. Before September 23rd, 2024, how many people will I make sure they go through in engineering? You decide your own number. I will not tell you, but fix some number. Let it not be a 0. We have substantial number because this new number of new meditators are very needed for us to roll out what is called as Conscious Planet Movement in September 2024. All of us, our time is running out. So, let's see what best we can do to create a more blissful world, more sane world, because sanity is becoming a serious issue. You probably did not understand. Making sure everybody around is healthy is also important, as physical ailments can be infectious. Mental ailments have an influence. If 2 people around you are depressed, slowly you will also sink into that. It is not only that, there is substantial studies to show that if you cultivate a certain level of lack of enthusiasm, depression, frustration, it permeates into the next generation. It not only permeates into people around you, it also permeates into next generation. If you have any care or concern for your children, if you have any care or concern for future generations of life, it's very important that you remain mentally stable, sane, exuberant and blissful. If you're willing, ecstatic. So, let's make this happen because this is an important aspect of life. If we don't attend to this now, the generation that is there now and the coming generation will suffer immensely. Mental ailments are not a joke. Mental ailments are not a laughing matter. Mental ailments are profound suffering. You don't wish it upon anybody, nor do you ever wish it upon yourself. So, here we are, relaunching Inner Engineering Online once again in a new format, in 7 steps. Transform your life with Sadhguru. Let's make it up.
Namaskaram everyone. I know after watching this video, despite of the valuable information we got from Sadhguru, many of us might have already declared Sadhguru as a scammer or an engineering seller, businessman, fraud and many other things. Today, I know the video is already becoming very long. In my part, I'm not going to talk or speak about inner engineering significance or the significance of Shambhavi Mahamudra. Sadhguru in this video have already showed us the world scenario, why do we need to do inner engineering, and also I have talked about it in several of my videos. I'll just give the link in the description, you can just go and watch there. For today, I want to address some of the rumors which we often come across and get diverted from our path. For the people who are declaring Sadhguru as a spiritual businessman, actually they are not wrong. It's not a moral question of being right or wrong, because after watching so many epic contents of Mahabharata, Ramayana and any spiritual content, our wiring has become such that we cannot imagine that someone has to pay for something spiritual, or how can a guru ask people to take what he offers. We all have become such that we might be physically present in the 20th century, but we still want to experience the time of sadhus, sants and yogis or guru, that they did not ask for money or took money for anything. They just asked for Guru Dakshina, which was not money. And today if any guru is asking for this, I'm not just talking about Sadhguru. If any guru is asking about this, we tend to give him several names as a fraud or a seller. Actually, I want to tell you that you have already paid of your mental health as the time has passed by. It's only that you can see the money which is physical. You cannot see what you have already paid. You have paid your physiological and your psychological health, and not only yours, your family and your children too. You want to experience sadhus, sants, yogis, mystics of our ancestors. It's alright, there is no problem. You are exactly right. But have you ever examined the mental states, their food, their climate, the children, the people, and most importantly, the type of technologies they had and how much they were accessible to each and every people in that generation, and how healthy or unhealthy they were in comparison to what today we are. Today, we have progressed in terms of science and technology in the cost of our health, our food, climate, and of course, most importantly, our and our families' mental conditions. So, is the time not come that we should again experience a world where everyone is mentally or physically stable, healthy, more conscious about whatever they do, more happy, blissful, and many more? The list is never ending. We all are living in the time where we have to pay for water and drink. Never before, especially in a country like India, people had to pay for food and water. Food and water were so much abundant. So is the time not come for the tools that will equip us with more happiness, consciousness, blissful states of exuberance, so that we can turn inward and think about us, our family, our children, and also our surrounding being blissful? In the world of so much costliness, where we have to reach the entire world, ignite something spiritual in everyone, offer free food to the needy, do you think inner engineering or any of the Isha programs or any spiritual programs rather should be offered for free? Tell me how many times you have valued a free course or a free product. Okay, just answer me. Isha has a free meditation known as Isha Kriya. It's very powerful meditation in its own. I'll talk about it in later videos. But tell me, how many of you have done Isha Kriya for at least 3 months? Not for 3 months? Okay, just 48 days. That is completing one mandala. I know there would be some, but there is a whole majority who have not done this. Many might even not be knowing about Isha Kriya. As per my experience, there is certain mentality of the people that if the particular thing is for free or very minimal cost, we see it as sasta or non-durable for the material positions, and in terms of courses, we don't even watch it. I'm not saying that this mentality is of everyone, but yes, this thing happens to most of the people, including me. We value something we pay for, especially money, which is very, very important for the basic program like inner engineering to integrate in your life and the life of your children. Is it not true for you? Do you value anything free, or do you use it for longer time? Just comment me yes or no in the comment section. In order to reach the entire world, we need people, software, etc. And for that, we need money. There's nothing wrong in this. This money is not filling the pocket of Sadhguru. This money is coming back to you in terms of a conscious planet, the movement like Kaveri Calling, Save Soil, and many more. Don't you think that it's for we people? Because we are the people who are living in this earth, not in Mars. And for us to live in this earth, it's very important that whatever we have damaged as the time has passed, we have to reclaim it. Not only it will help us and our children, but also our future generation. We all care for our children, love our children, and try to give them all the comforts. But in what cost? Just degrading their mental health? Know something spiritual that our children should also know? It's not about just inner engineering, something spiritual our children should also have, which will boost them up for the hardest time. By degrading the environment, we are decreasing the oxygen level. We are not leaving the food or water for them. What type of caring is this? What type of love we are doing to our children? Do you think it's worth it? Many of you have come in influence of certain rumors that Sadhguru has costly bikes, cars, and many more things. Our money is going there. Let me tell you, whatever Sadhguru has in terms of bikes or cars, it is not from your money. These things are being offered by his devotees. Now for our little mind, which is always in the self-preservation mode or identification mode, we cannot think that how someone can offer so much costly to someone totally unknown. It's like this, just tell me, do you not love to do everything possible for your parents, for your children, for your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whoever you love? Maybe you know them, or maybe you do not know them. Are we not willing to give them every happiness, every facility, every level of comfort to make their task easy? Same is there for Sadhguru and his devotees. They just love him so much. There is so much impact of Sadhguru on the devotees that they understand that whatever Sadhguru is doing, it is not for his personal purpose. It is to reach the entire world. In order to make the entire world more conscious, one needs support of every kind. And so what's wrong if someone is offering something to him? So what's wrong if he rides in a car or a bike? Why do you judge by these material possessions? I know video is going too long. Never before I posted this much long video. Please, if you loved the video and if you have retained till here, do share it with everyone if you found it valuable. Because awareness is very much important today, and also please save yourself from the rumors. I'm not saying to believe in me, neither Sadhguru has ever told to believe in him. I'm just saying, don't believe in anyone. Don't just close your eyes and believe in everyone. Don't become blind. Just experiment with the tools offered. If not inner engineering, if you can make yourself truly blissful and joyful in your day-to-day work, there's no need for inner engineering. There's no need or no force for you to buy inner engineering. But in today's scenario, where we easily get hampered or diverted by the outer environment, it's very much important that we integrate something spiritual in all of us. And this is for what inner engineering is being designed for. It is a very basic program offered by Sadhguru, which even the cost has been reduced from 6,500 to 4,000 for inner engineering in English and just rupees 2,000 for inner engineering in regional languages. And do spread it with more and more people. I'm 100% sure you will also get benefited from it. And just please spread this video. It has to reach every household in order to make them aware about the scenarios that they are facing and also what is the huge pandemic that is going to come. And for those who have already done inner engineering, just comment me down your transformation journey, how it has helped you. Just spread this to everyone you know. Just share your transformation stories using #myinformation in Instagram and every social media platform. You can just mail it to me, your transformation down, at my email ID, which is just shown in the screen below, or simply comment down your transformation. If possible, make a 60-second video of your transformation and mail it to me, or just post it to your social media platform. Please do not forget to give #mytransformation. If you want to know how to post the template, you can watch the tutorial. Link is given in the description. If you don't have an Instagram account and you don't know how to make it, just link is there in the description. Just make it. Or if you don't want to make any account, just send me your transformation video or transformation story in the comment below or in the mail. This is not just about sharing, it's about making a meaningful impact in the people's life and contributing to Sadhguru's vision of providing one drop of spirituality to all. Now winding up, thank you for watching the full video. Hope you have remained till here in the video and found something valuable and knowledgeable. I just want to say that let's offer our Guru Dakshina by making ourselves more happy and joyful. Let's make it happen. Up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy, and Namaskaram.